everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while. I haven't filmed in months and not gonna lie, I missed it, but I really needed a break and now I'm back. I won't promise that I'm going to post every Saturday like I used to, but I promise that I'm going to post as much as I can. I'm in my last year of college, so I know this year will be hard. And I also have other projects, but I promise you that I'm going to try to post as much as I can. So if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell next to the subscribe button so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. And you can follow me on my social media if you want to suggest a case. You can DM me on my Instagram or my Twitter. Or you can comment down below. In today's video, we are going to talk about the murder of Tristyn Bailey. When I first heard about this case, it shocked me how someone so young can do something so terrible. But without any further ado, let's just start the video. Tristyn Bailey was born on January 18th of 2008 in Florida. She was described as being a free-spirit girl with a spunk personality. She had a big smile and she loved making other people laugh. She was a natural performer and loved cheerleading. Her cheerleading coach, since she was like 7 years old, said that she touched so many people around her, and Tristyn brought a bright energy to everything she did. She was also the cheer captain, even though she was a 7th grader. Most cheer captains usually are 8th graders, but her coach said that she always stood out. But on May 9th of 2021, a tragedy happened. Tristyn was found dead at only 13 years old. So on the day before, Saturday, May 8th, at around 11:45 p.m., Tristyn and her family arrived home from a night out. Then at 12:25 a.m., Tristyn received a call from Aiden, one of her friends, and she was last seen by a sibling around this time. Everyone in the house thought that Tristyn was sleeping. 5 minutes later, Tristyn and Aiden show up at the house of a friend known as Trey. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then at 1:10 a.m. they leave the house together. 14 minutes later, two people that match their description are seen on video from a neighbor community center. At 1:45 a.m. those same two people are seen on a home surveillance video on Settlestone Court walking toward the end of the cul-de-sac. At around 3:30 a.m. on that same video, one of those people is seen running in the opposite direction and is carrying what appears to be a pair of shoes. And not much later, Aiden returns home where he lives with his mother and stepfather. In the morning at around 9:40, her sister goes to her room to get her for Mother's Day breakfast, but she doesn't find her. 20 minutes later, her mother calls 911 to report her missing. At around 6 p.m. on that day, Tristyn's body is found by a man who was searching near the Settlestone Court in response to a community alert about her disappearance. And at 8 p.m., Sheriff's Office confirms that the body they found is Tristyn's. According to the medical examiner's report, Tristyn was stabbed 140 times, including 35 times in the neck and in the head. There's evidence that she fought back because there was found 49 defensive wounds in her arms, in her chest, and the medical examiner found no evidence of a sexual assault. However, her body had the word karma handwritten in blue ink on her left ankle and a smiley face on her right ankle. And because she was last seen with Aiden, he and his parents are brought to the sheriff's office to an interview. On the next day, May 10th, investigators searched Aiden's house. They found a buck brand knife and a pair of wet white Nike shoes with blood on them, a t-shirt with blood, a white piece of paper with handwriting and it appears that also has blood on it, and a pair of wet blue jeans in the laundry basket. They also found blood and dirt on the drain in the bathroom sink next to Aiden's bedroom. At 3:30 a.m., Aiden is arrested on charge of second-degree murder. And at 11:30, the arrest of the 14-year-old is announced. Now let's talk about Aiden. So Aiden was Tristyn's classmate and he was dating a 8th grader girl, and she told police that he frequently talked about killing people. And the thing that scared me the most is that this 14-year-old boy always carried a knife with him when he wasn't at school and he pretended to stab his girlfriend multiple times, or he would come up behind her and put the knife in her throat. The month before Tristyn was murdered, the girl said that Aiden had talked about murdering someone. She said that he would find a random person walking at night, drag them into the woods and stab them. Like this guy had a plan. And he was also described as a numb kid. A friend of Tristyn's who was interviewed by investigators said that she didn't like Aiden, and he was the textbook definition of what you would call a numb kid. She said that he has no feelings towards anyone, no feelings towards himself. And she even said that he's the type of person that you will see as a murderer. He just doesn't care. When Aiden was being questioned and when asked what happened that night, he said that he and Tristyn walked for a few minutes and then they parted ways and each one of them went home. However, when asked why he took him more than 2 hours to walk 1.5 miles, he changed his story. He said that during the walk, Tristyn had grabbed his penis and he responded by shoving her. She fell and hit her head and he just walked away. He said that he didn't know if she had got up, and after that he just walked around for a while after all of this happened. Now let's talk about Aiden's conversation with his parents. So after Tristyn's body was found, his parents talked to him in an interview room at the sheriff's station. When he was told by his mother that Tristyn was found dead, his response was, "How is it my problem?" I don't think that's a normal reaction when someone told you that one of your classmates was found dead. And his parents also tell him that he was the last person to be seen with Tristyn. And they question him about what happened that night and ask him several times about what DNA or any other physical evidence might be turned up. And both of his parents advise him to find his story and stick to it. That sounds very suspicious. Why does he need to find a story? Can't he just tell the truth? And it had been earlier reported that when Aiden was brought to questioning by deputies, her mother watched his jeans that supposed had blood on it. And during their conversation in that interview room, he told his mother that he was wearing those blue jeans on the previous night. And she asked him if there was anything on them, and he whispered, "Blood." And then she told him to say that he was wearing khakis instead of jeans, and he agreed with her. So it's obvious that Aiden has something to hide. Aiden was initially charged of second-degree murder, but in late May, State Attorney R.J. Larissa announced that he had upgraded the charge against Aiden Fucci to first-degree murder and said the 14-year-old would be tried as an adult. Aiden pled not guilty in the murder of Tristyn Bailey. His trial was postponed to 2023. If convicted, Aiden will receive at least 40 years and up to life in prison under state law. He also cannot be sentenced to death because of his age. But that's all for this case. Now we have to wait to see what the sentence will be. So let me know in the comments your thoughts about this case. I love reading them. And if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already, and click the bell next to the subscribe button so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. As I said in the beginning, I'm not going to promise that I'll post every Saturday like I used to, but I promise I post as much as I can. And if you want to suggest a case, you can reach out to me through the comments or through my social media. My Instagram, my Twitter are here, but will also be linked down below in the description box. And that's all I have for you guys today. I definitely missed filming these videos. I'm so happy that I'm back, and I hope you guys are also happy that my videos are back. Having all that said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye!